So here we are. This is about to happen in our lifetimes, just as we've been saying on this channel for years now. They're just openly saying, get ready for your brain-computer interface. Consensual telepathy, anyone? Keyword there would be consensual, because it's not going to always be. This just came out on Sunday, and they're talking about how Elon Musk is working on his Neuralink.
So I think if we can effectively merge with AI by improving that the neural link between your cortex and your digital extension of yourself, which already, like I said, already exists, just has a bandwidth issue, and effectively you become an AI human symbiote.
The neural dust, which NASA and the military have only been discussing neural dust for decades now. Well, now that's just going to become a mainstream concept. And Facebook is working on a way to let you type by thought alone. And then you scroll down and find out that DARPA, we did a report on this one as well, as part of the BRAIN Initiative, they spent $60 million last year to try and get a device made through a consortium of private companies that would record 1 million neurons simultaneously and stimulate 100,000 targeted neurons. It doesn't say targeted in here, but it was ones of their choosing. That would be a wireless device the size of a nickel that's ready in 4 years, meaning they want it done by 2020 so it can coincide with the rollout of 5G. And I guess I'm just going to ramble for a minute, but is there a way for us to pull back from the brink of this? I guess not. I guess everyone is just going to line up to directly interface their brain with their computer, regardless of the fact that we know that anything that's hooked to the internet can be hacked, regardless of the fact that they've even admitted now that the CIA can remotely activate people's televisions. Why don't you just open your brain up and put the NSA, the CIA, the government, just put them right inside your head, okay? In 1984, George Orwell wrote that nothing was your own anymore, except a few cubic centimeters inside your skull. And what I'm saying is they're going to make it to where you don't even have that.
And, personally, I think it's just a matter of time before there will be a portable brain decoding technology that decodes language as fast as you can type with your thumbs on your cell phone.
Wow.
And everyone will wear them because people have shown that they're quite willing to give up privacy for convenience.
And you can see how they've inched this in. On one hand, they're researching ways to read your brainwaves and glean information off of them, letters, then they moved on to words, now they're probably at whole sentences, or at least working on it at this point. While on the flip side, they just keep talking about how passwords are just so hard to remember, and typing just is so slow, your thumbs and fingers are just so slow. You can see where people are going to trade their own privacy inside their own brain for convenience of being able to update their Facebook wall quicker, because they can just think it, right? And they'll wear some trendy little wireless headset. It's basically a technological way to unlock the black box that has always been the human mind. And they'll just get right in there. Why else do you think DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, wants to put EEG readers in every classroom in America? Just because they want to foster a love of neuroscience with the children, really? Does that make sense to anyone as an explanation for this? I just think it's amazing that in our lifetimes, we're going to see all of these people line up like lemmings and jump right off the cliff into this. It blows my mind. At this point, I do have to agree with the GE scientist who said that eventually, with all of this technology, society would break into two. Because there would be people that would just line up for things like this, and sure, they'll do it. That's great. Just put the chip right in my head, put the neural lace just right in, inject that right into my brain. I'm fine with that. As long as I can, type faster on Twitter or something. And other people, no, not so much. And eventually, think about this. This is what I keep thinking about, is the fact that two thoughts come to mind that I keep going around in my head. First, people are already acting like total zombies now. I mean, in some countries, they've had to put special sidewalks down for people on their cell phones to walk on so they don't get hit by cars and die because they're too busy typing on their phone to pay attention to reality, okay? This is the singularity right here. And once this gets put into place, I mean, are those people even going to be cognizant of reality anymore? They're going to be directly interfacing their brain with their computer. Are they even going to be here anymore? You know? I mean, talk about the zombies you see walking around on the streets now. The zombie apocalypse already happened. So once this gets put into place, what is that even going to look like? People are driving their cars and their brain is wirelessly interfaced with their computer and they're updating their Facebook while they're trying to... This is why they're trying to bring in, I guess, computer-driven cars so quickly, because that's just not going to work. Ugh. That's the first thing. But secondly, we live in a society where you pretty much can't... I mean, you can function without a computer, without a cell phone, without credit cards. It's possible. It's just they've made it very, very inconvenient to do so. 10, 20, 30 years from now, what's that going to look like? Eventually, we will all have to make a decision of how far we want to go with merging ourselves with technology in order to be able to be a functioning member of this society. We will have to make a choice. And I already know what I'm going to choose. And it isn't going to be to inject neural lace and dust and chips and wear wireless nickel-sized DARPA products on my freaking head. I'm pretty horrified about where they're taking this and how far this is about to go. And they've only been working on this since World War II. This is the New World Order, guys. This is the New World Order they were always working on since that time. This is the evolution of the new world man who will live in the one peaceful world. This is what it is. So welcome to the New World Order. It'll start out consensual, but it's not going to end that way.